How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the Converse Pro Leather Mid in the UNC colorway. This pair dropped a few weeks back for a retail price of $75 US or $100 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is white and coast blue, but it's been given the nickname UNC for its similarity to the colors of the University of North Carolina. So this sneaker is very important for many reasons. Not only was it a very iconic sneaker back in the 1970s and 80s, but it was also one of the shoes that Michael Jordan wore during his college career at UNC. In fact, Jordan was actually wearing this sneaker when he hit the game-winning basket in the 1982 NCAA championship game against the Georgetown Hoyas with Patrick Ewing.
You can't with a shot blocker like Ewing take so much time. Doherty to Black. The time, 18. Shot, Jordan, Michael Jordan, 14.
So I managed to grab this pair at a Foot Locker store down in New York City, but there's absolutely zero hype surrounding this shoe, so if you guys do want a pair, I think they're online still at Champs and Foot Locker, along with Converse.ca here in Canada. So diving straight into the shoe, the upper of the shoe is fully constructed in leather. So for the most part, we have this smooth white leather, which is actually pretty decent in hand. To me, it didn't have a plastic feel at all, and it felt pretty genuine and pretty good. The lateral side and the medial side of the sneaker are identical. So right in the center, we have the Converse star and chevron, along with these 5 perforations forming the shape of an arrow. Next to this, we have the Pro Leather branding done in this gold foil finish, and this is only found on the lateral side. On the very back of the shoe, we have this center strip of leather, and at the top, we have this Converse branding, which is found on this hit of coast blue or UNC blue colored leather. In terms of laces, these come standard with a flat style white lace, and unfortunately, they don't give you a secondary lace option. Underneath the laces, we have this thin leather tongue, and at the very top, we have this tag, which has the Converse All-Star branding done in this coast blue color. The outer edges of the tongue also have a bit of this unfinished look to it, which adds to the whole retro and vintage feel of this sneaker. The top portion of the interior of the collar of the shoe, this is also lined in this coast blue colored leather, which is comparable to how the original pairs back in the 70s and 80s looked. Pulling out the insoles, so these come with a blue colored insole with Converse branding stamped on the heel in white. So the upper of these Pro Leathers sits atop a very sturdy, very firm, white colored rubber cupsole. Unfortunately, since this is a very dated retro sneaker, there was no added technology within the shoe, like air sole technology or any additional foam to give you more comfort for your feet. Flipping the shoe over to the bottom, so here you have your outsole. This is entirely done in this white colored rubber, and we have sort of this cross-hatch traction pattern, along with this Converse All-Star branding found right in the center. So in terms of how these fit, my feet measures is a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I picked these up in a size 9.5. Overall, I would recommend going a half size down because these do run quite long like typical Converses do. However, this toe box area right here, I felt like this was pretty narrow and I could feel a little bit of discomfort from a width perspective as it was pinching the sides of my feet. So if you guys do have really wide feet, I would probably recommend going with another type of shoe as opposed to this one. But if you have narrow, normal, or just slightly wide feet, then going a half size down should be the way to go. Next up, from a comfort standpoint, so unfortunately, as I just mentioned earlier, there's pretty much no cushioning system within this shoe, and aside from the little padding that they provide in the insole, it feels like you're pretty much stepping directly on solid rubber. So with that said, it's not going to be a very comfortable sneaker at all, and surprisingly, it felt pretty heavy on feet as well. In the rare instance that I do rock this shoe, it's definitely not going to be for its comfort. One saving grace though is the leather upper is decently soft, so it's not like you really have to break in that leather too much, and they bend and flex with your feet pretty much right from the get-go. So with all that being said, now let's lace up these Converse Pro Leather Mids and show you guys how these guys look on feet. As a Michael Jordan fan, I really appreciated the sneaker because of its ties to his college career at UNC. Before Nike, before the Jumpman, before all that stuff, there was this. So to me, this pickup was really much more for collection purposes as opposed to something that I'm gonna be rocking a lot. So I'm curious to know what you guys think of the Converse Pro Leather Mid in this UNC or Coast Blue colorway. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at sgo8, check out my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.